Hey everyone, my name is Joseph Delagay, and this video is going to be a quick guide on personal branding for final expense insurance agents. Now, what is personal branding? In the year 2023, personal branding typically refers to someone who is creating content online for free on social media so that they can do two things. One, build a online audience, and two, build and cultivate their online reputation. Usually, this is for the purpose of either selling a product, a service, or just ego boosting if that's their prerogative. But in this video, we're talking about personal branding for the explicit use case of two things. One, recruiting more agents underneath your auspice as a life insurance agent. And two, going ahead and selling more policies and helping more families. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Joseph Deloyer, Haitian American entrepreneur. I myself am a life insurance agent, as well as a content creator who is building my own personal brand. So these are things that I've learned on my own journey and that things that I'm doing in the now. So, first of all, before even talking about the how to for this overall journey of personal branding, we do have to first discuss why does this matter in the first place? So the first reason is that AI is coming. This is important because of the fact that with the advent of AI uh, coming into the customer service sector, it's an inevitable, it is an inevitable reality that AI will come into the insurance space as well. There is just too much money and profit circulating in this industry for it not to. If you think about what's going to be the most compelling areas for big corporations such as Transamerica to look into, replacing with automation, it's not going to be the person doing customer service that's just simply answering basic questions. Now they aren't safe, and they're going to be privy uh, to these same liabilities also, but more so the insurance agent. Why? Because they are so profitable. Sales is the lifeblood of any organization, and being able to have your sales rep work 24/7, not have to pay the commission, and be able to have them touch a lead and reach out to a lead instantaneously would be super, super powerful and profitable for its corporation. And there's one thing that we know, behavior always follows profit. So if you still don't believe me, let's go ahead and look at this quick video in regards to the Google Assistant and just how good it is now at speaking like a human.
So let's go back to this example. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
So how can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd.
Sure, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, what time are you looking for around?
At 12 p.m.
We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15.
Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.?
Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for?
Just a woman's haircut for now.
Okay, we have a 10 o'clock.
10 a.m. is fine.
Okay, what's her first name?
The first name is Lisa.
Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Great. Have a great day. Bye.
Now, the really crazy thing about that is that that was a video clip from 5 years ago. So you can only imagine just how powerful AI is now. And now, when you think about this, and if you think about insurance agents and what they have to be concerned of from the perspective of the insurance company, you have to think about things such as compliance, fraud, money laundering, etc. And I'm fully convinced that the entire insurance industry will look day and night difference in the next 15 years compared to right now. And what's even more compelling when you think about it and helps put it into perspective, think about the fact that the very first iPhone came out 16 years ago. So think about the cultural ramifications of that one invention and just how much it's changed the world in terms of how we communicate, how we date, how we connect with social media, etc. The world is completely different now compared to 16 years ago. And the fact that technology is improving at an increasingly rapid rate makes this even all the more important for us to be aware of as insurance agents to both protect ourselves, but as well as make sure that we serve our clients the best way possible. So that's the first point. Why does this matter? AI is coming, and I will argue is already here. Now, secondly, personal branding and creating content for free online for an insurance agent is a double-edged sword in the best of ways. So you can use it to both recruit agents underneath you to help grow your business and help more people, but you can also use it to help sell more policies on a business to consumer basis. So let's just look at some of the biggest personal brands in the insurance industry space currently. So we have Cody Askins, great guy doing great things, currently at 107,000 subscribers. David Duford, who you've probably heard, has an amazing website, provides so much information. His site is actually how I found myself falling into the insurance industry years back. But he has 39,000 subscribers, and this is only looking at their YouTube, right? So they're also Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, etc. And then Peter Roberts, someone who's newer on this list, but he's also been doing a great bit of work on his personal brand and has been helping many, many people. So let's just do some quick math here. So looking at the subscriber counts, because first of all, what they have done with their personal brand, they have built an audience. So subscribers, and these are people who know them, like them, and trust them. Now let's just imagine that 1% of their audience, excuse me, 1% of their audience on a yearly basis join them as new agents. For Cody Askins, 1% of his 107,000 person audience would be 1,071 agents. My goodness, if that's a astronomically large number to think about on an annual basis. Looking at David Duford, he would be receiving 390, and Peter Roberts would be receiving 295. And now, how much is just one agent worth, right? Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in revenue. One superstar agent, all the more. So even with these numbers being cut in half, or even in a fourth, these numbers are astronomically large and are amazing. And that's just with 1% a year. So now let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you want this amount of new agents joining you for free? And actually, what's even more compelling is the fact that more likely than not, all three of them got paid YouTube ad revenue just on YouTube, and they indeed get paid to market their services and actually hire and bring on new talent to help grow their business. So it's literally one of the only ways you can actually get paid to get paid. So that's why it's another amazing, amazing thing. Not to mention that as a consumer, when I was looking to buy life insurance for myself prior to I got licensed, they popped up. And as a consumer, I was so much more likely to trust them compared to someone with no brand who I would have to Google and look up and they would just be a ghost. So that's another reason why personal branding is important. Now, this last point is super, super powerful, and it's one that I personally dealt with myself. And, I think the story that I tell may be a bit of a surprise to many of you listening. But basically, the third point is that your audience will follow you no matter where you go in your career. Now, life happens to everyone, period. But when you build an audience, you will have people who will follow you because of who you are. These are people who know you, like you, and trust you. Now, things in life happen that no one ever expects. And if you start a new career while having an audience already built and established and nurtured, a percentage of that audience will indeed follow you to your next career and support you financially. And this makes that transition so much easier. For myself, I actually was in an aspiring position in my entire life. I thought, like, at least my entire life when I was 14, I thought that I was going to be a physician. And I knew with like my whole heart that was going to be my path and nothing would deter me, and nothing did. But I realized that business and entrepreneurship is a better opportunity to help people, in my opinion, compared to medicine, because you can do one to many instead of one to one. Now, be that as it may, it was a very rough transition for me. I had to start from scratch. I went from working and doing neuroscience research and being at the top of my industry relative to what my contemporaries were to be starting from ground zero. Had I had an audience that was, people who, for example, were following me along my journey to become a physician, had I had an audience like that, selling insurance would have been so much easier. I would have made so much money. I'd be so much more ahead of where I am right now in 2023. So that's just one personal example, and that's not even medicine. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship, and your audience is the value of your audience is directly correlated to what niche you're in. So if you're in a finance niche and you have millions of subscribers like Grant Stephan does within that niche, they're much more powerful compared to if you're just an entertainer. So, for example, if you're building an audience of people who know you, like you, and trust you because of your insurance expertise and your business acumen, these people will be so much more valuable compared to anything else that you may find as an asset. So, and the main thing is people who are conscientious enough to care about their family safety and their financial security, aka people who are purchasing insurance, especially life insurance, these same people would be more likely than not your ideal customer if you decide to pivot to like construction, manufacturing, groundskeeping, landscaping, etc. So all in all, I hope this little video has helped. I'll see you guys next time.